Let there be peace among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. Notion. It's very important to speak about notion because whatever is created and whatever you see is notion. Don't be surprised. You have a tiny seed on the palm of your hand, maybe mustard seed. We use the mustard in India because it is the tiniest seed that we have, mustard seed, or a banyan seed, or in the West, sesame seed, you can, whatever it is. You take any seed, banyan seed, on the palm of your hand. What do you see in it? A huge tree, a grand trunk, branches, flowers, millions of fruits, and again billions and trillions of seeds in it. In a tiny seed, So I'm comparing this with notion. And this, when it comes in contact with the soil, it sprouts. The notion is now sprouted like this universe, time, space that you see, past, present, future. Men, animals, mountains, rivers, forests. Is the tiny seed-like notion, you see. It will sprout when it touches the consciousness. This notion, when touched into consciousness, it sprouts. There arises the mind. So this becomes a notion. All these diversities are from the single notion that I suffer, I am happy, I am bound, I want to be free. All these are notions. A sage is free from this notion, who knows that this is a notion. But others who have yet to be enlightened, they are not free from this notion. Therefore, they think that they are bound. They think that they are suffering. And they have to be enlightened somehow later on. So how to get rid of this notion? Notion is just a thought, your own thought. And this thought must rise from somewhere. As the seed touches the soil, sprouted, became a tree. So this notion touches the consciousness, and there sprouts a mind. What could be mind unless there is a consciousness as a substratum, as the soil of this sprout? Where could the mind stand unless it has some soil, some foundation, some substratum? So those who know the substratum and the rise of the mind, they will never suffer. And those who will begin from the sprout, from the notion itself, and look at the branches and the fruits and the flowers and the sufferings and the happinesses and the joys of life, and they will endlessly suffer because they do not know the substratum of all this. Thought is the substratum. Thought is the mind. Mind is time, space, past. How it rises. And it rises, it looks to be created when it rises, as although it is not true if it rises or not, it is created or not. Both are simultaneously seen, as you see in the mirage, desert. You see a running river in the mirage, in the desert, in the sands. River is running. It can be said it exists, and it can be said it does not exist. Both are true. It looks like a river, and people go running to have a swim in it because it looks like a real river. And it is also true that it doesn't exist because it is sand. There is no river at all. Both are simultaneous truth. So call this samsara, call this world. It exists like mirage, and call it it doesn't exist. These truths are simultaneously real. And if you take it this way, this is not real is also true, it is real is also true. Like the mirage and like the seed. And it is real because it sprouted from the consciousness. And as a notion, it is not true. So from the notion, there is the rise of ego. Ego of observer, observation and observed. Here the trouble starts, you see. So for the sage, this trouble is not there. His observer, observation and observed is the same. Therefore he is happy. And the one who is not, who is yet to be awakened, he thinks, I am the observer. And this object of observation gives me happiness. And I experience that happiness. He is surely in trouble. And he has to get rid of his own notions somehow. Sitting with the saint or investigating by his own discrimination, discernment, by the help of some wise people, he can do whatever he wants. So there are two things, you see, how to get rid of this ego that gives us diversity. And the one, there is no diversity. Yet in the other, diversity and unity are the same. Like that of the river in the desert is real and also not real. So there may be diversities also. If you know the basis, the substratum of all these diversities, dualities, like the waves in the ocean, are none different from the substance water. So let there be multiplicity of waves that cannot lose their oneness from the water. If even the diversities may be there, people may look different, having different views, having different shapes, different forms, but essence is one, and that essence is the same in all beings and non-beings. If you are aware of this, you are free, you are happy, and you are eternally blissful, because bliss comes if you are aware of consciousness. Bliss and consciousness, there is no difference. And diversities and sufferings, if you know their origin is consciousness, even then you don't have any problem. You must arrive, you must understand, you must reach that the underlying ground, the underlying essence is consciousness. When you look at people, when you look at mountains, when you look at river, when you look at your body, you must be conscious. You are conscious. When you sleep, you are conscious of waking state, you are conscious of objects, you are conscious of your activities. When you dream, also you are conscious of subtle activities, your relationships in the dream, you are quite aware. Your subjects and objects and experiences and objectivities and subjectivities also, you are conscious. So the basis of this activity is consciousness. And also in the sleep, you are also conscious. I slept. I had a very peace, sound sleep. You are conscious. So in all these three states are projected from the consciousness. So consciousness is there from where these things are afloat, floating into, projected in front of it. So that consciousness you are. Even transcending these three states, transcendental, the fourth state, you are also aware in that. And beyond the fourth state, Turiya state, also some mention about it, not known. Not known to anyone, because that is the depth of consciousness, you see. Even the word consciousness is no more found there. No words, no experiences, no I, you, he or she ever exists there. And this is the true nature, and this is the truth. This is the ultimate understanding, and this is always eternally present there. It is presence itself. It is presence itself. It's not absent any time, and what is not absent is called truth, is called freedom, is called wisdom. So whatever is truth, it must always be there, here, now, and everywhere. Omniscient, omnipresent. Omniscience and omnipresence is that what you are. All these waves in different forms, you have to playfully live along with and enjoy. This is your happiness.